We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. That one's taken in by Spears. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down the middle before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. The Titans at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's 2nd and 7. Levis. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second and 9. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Levis back to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 67 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. A solid stiff arm. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They run it on first with Foreman. Room here to run. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On play action, now McCarthy. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Pollard again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Fights through and now a crease. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run left with Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Like 13.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Folk's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Foreman powering ahead.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Here's McCarthy.
This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Now Levis.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Levis out of the gun on third down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now McCarthy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
2nd and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again, McCarthy. Oh, and that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here now, 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Pollard. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a give to Foreman. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handoff running left, Foreman.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Chandler.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And McCarthy going to sneak it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here comes third down and 7. They run it with Chandler. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. They're on the 32-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah,
throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the handoff, here's Foreman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Now Foreman to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To the air with McCarthy. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is 2nd and 8. Levis. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Levis back to throw. And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Mekhi Blackmon's got it.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Foreman. And he stopped immediately there. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They run it on first with Foreman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for...
Hey, yo, fresh out the... Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans.